Sorry about that. I got cut off a little bit. So let's start with living things die, and we'll just start right there since we basically left off. We're almost done with the article, very close to being done. So, another characteristic of life is living things die. Anything that is alive will eventually die. The period of time something is expected to live its life is called a lifespan. The lifespan of living organisms varies significantly. Some lifespans only last a few hours or a couple of days. Some bacteria, for example, begin their lives, mature, reproduce, and then die all within a couple of hours. Other living things can live for many years, such as an elephant that might live for 70 years or a human that can live up to 100 or more years. Some living things seem to live forever. A bristlecone pine tree can live 5,500 years. That means that today there are bristlecone pine trees alive that began their lives before ancient Rome and even before many of the ancient Egyptian pharaohs. Whoa. However, even those long living organisms will eventually die. So, a characteristic of living things is eventually they will die. Another characteristic is living things need energy. What do you need to live comfortably? I bet this list includes things like food, a home, clothes, water. Other needs might include love and education, friends, or enough space to play or run around. If you have pets, what do they need to live a comfortable life? Probably many of the same things: water, food, shelter, love, and exercise. All around us, living things use their environment to fill these needs. The most important need living things have is energy. This often comes in the form of food. A lion uses its prey as food, and this food fuels them to do other things. Plants need energy in the form of water and sunlight to make food for themselves. Other living things get energy from things in their environment. For example, sometimes the bacteria get energy from the soil. Inside living things, very complex chemical reactions are taking place, like in your tummy. A living organism is a mini chemistry lab. These chemical reactions are carrying out the functions necessary for life, including breaking down your food so that it can be used for energy, creating food, or building or repairing parts of itself. Living things need energy to perform these important life functions, and without the energy, they would not survive. Okay, and here we come to the very last part. Living things have cells. All living things are made up of cells. And this is the next topic of our next unit, actually. These cells are the basic building blocks of life. As an example, have you ever seen a sandcastle or think about what one looks like? There's also a picture in the reading below. At a distance, the sandcastle looks like a smooth brown building. As you get closer to the sandcastle, though, you begin to see that it's not just one smooth structure, but instead it's made up of millions and millions of tiny grains of sand. Looking at an elephant, you might see what looks like a smooth gray animal. And it's true that that's exactly what you're seeing. However, just like the sandcastle, if you could get close enough and close and close, and your eyes were powerful enough, you would realize that what looks like a smooth gray surface is really made up of billions and billions of smaller objects called cells. Cells are tiny units of living materials. These cells are so small, so tiny that they can only be seen with a microscope. Cells make up every part of a living thing. They make up your skin, your hair, your fingernails, your blood, your bones, your nerves, and your muscles are all made up of cells. These cells often work together to form your organs and body systems. Some living things consist of only one cell, we call them single celled, while others are multicellular, which means made of many cells. Cells can come in many different shapes and sizes, but all are an important, very important characteristic of living things. Okay, you are done with the reading. Go out and enjoy your day. Thanks for listening, guys.